Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. Today is the 28th of March in the year of our Lord 2020. Year of double blessings. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for bringing us together, dear Heavenly Father. For letting us be like a tree that's planted by the water, continuing to chase after your word, continuing to be steadfast after your word, continuing to just chase after you, dear God. And thank you for leaving back this word, and I like to ask that as we read this word that there is more of you and less of us. None of me and all of you. In Christ's name, say amen. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Because of who you are, I give you praise. Because of who you are, I will lift my voice and say, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Lord, I worship you. Because of who you are, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory, Jehovah Shalom, now my Prince of Peace, and Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Jehovah Nissi, Lord, you reign in victory, Jehovah Shalom, my Prince of Peace, and Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Lord, I worship you because of who you are. Today we're going to be reading Exodus chapter 38, King James Version. And he made the altar of burnt offering of shittim wood. 5 cubits was the length thereof, and 5 cubits was the breadth thereof, and it was 4 square, and 3 cubits the height thereof. And he made the horns thereof on the 4 corners of it. The horns thereof were the same, and he overlaid it with brass. And he made all the vessels of the altar, the pots, and the shovels, and the basons, and the flesh books, and the fire pans. All the vessels thereof made he of brass. And he made for the altar of brazen grate of network under the compass thereof beneath unto the midst of it. And he cast 4 rings for the 4 ends of the grate of brass to be places for the staves. And he made the staves of shittim wood and overlaid them with brass. And he put the staves into the rings on the sides of the altar to bear it withal. He made the altar hollow with boards. And he made the laver of brass, and the foot of it of brass, of the looking glasses of the women assembling, which assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he made the court on the south side, southward. The hangings of the court were of fine twin linen 100 cubits. Their pillars were 20, and their brass and sockets 20. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets were of silver, and for the north side the hangings were 100 cubits. Their pillars were 20, and their sockets of brass 20. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the west side were hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10, the hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the east side, eastward, 50 cubits. The hangings of the one side of the gate were 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the other side of the court gate, on this hand and that hand, were hangings of 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. All of the hangings of the court round about were of fine twin linen, and the sockets for the pillars were of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver, and the overlaying of their chapiters of silver, and all the pillars of the court were fillet with silver. And the hanging for the gate of the court was needlework of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twin linen, and 20 cubits was the length. And the height and the breadth was 5 cubits, answerable to the hangings of the court. And their pillars were 4, and their sockets of brass 4, their hooks of silver, and the overlaying of their chapiters, and their fillets of silver. And all the pins of the tabernacle and of the court round about were of brass. This is the sum of the tabernacle, even of the tabernacle of testimony, as it was counted, according to the commandment of Moses for the service of the Levites, by the hand of Ithamar, son to Aaron the priest. And Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made all that the Lord commanded Moses. And with him was Aholiab, son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, an engraver and a cunning workman, and an embroiderer in blue and in purple and in scarlet and fine linen. All the gold that was occupied for the work and all the work of the holy place, even the gold of the offering, was 29 talents, and 730 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. And the silver of them that were numbered of the congregation was 100 talents, and 1,760 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. And Becca, for every man, that is half a shekel, after the shekel of the sanctuary, for everyone that went to be numbered from 20 years old and upward, for 600,000 and 3,550 men. And of the 100 talents of silver were cast the sockets of the sanctuary and the sockets of the veil, and 100 sockets of the 100 talents, a talent for a socket. And of the 1,775 shekels he made hooks for the pillars, and overlaid their chapiters, and filleted them. And the brass of the offering was 70 talents and 2,400 shekels. And therewith he made the sockets to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the brazen altar, and the brazen grate for it, and all the vessels of the altar, and the sockets of the court round about, and the sockets of the court gate, and all the pins of the tabernacle, and all the pins of the court round about. Tomorrow, 39. May his peace be with you till we meet again. May his peace be with you till we meet again. Till we reach that distant shore and we'll shed a tear no more. May he give you peace to stay till we meet again. We meet again. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you once again for bringing us together. I want to thank you once again for your protection, for your covering, for being there, for listening, for covering us with the blood. I want to ask right now that those that are diagnosed with cancer, coronavirus, any other sickness or illness, that you can cover them with blood right now, dear Heavenly Father. I'd like to also ask you to work on the foundation of the relationships between mother and daughter right now, dear Heavenly Father, that is filled with the Spirit and not the flesh, and that there is flesh that falls off like the leaves in the fall. It's the same for daughter and father. Help there be a common ground. Let me be slow to anger. Let me not even be slow to it. Just let me not approach it. Let me listen with my ears and not my mouth. I have 2 ears for a reason, dear Heavenly Father. Just cover me with the blood, cover my process with the blood between mother and father. And let the 3 touch and agree. Let us be a family. Let us overflow with the joy from you. Let me shine as a light at home as well as at work, dear Heavenly Father. Just cover us all with the blood. This house, this street, this car, the route, wherever we go, dear Heavenly Father. I'd like to also ask, dear Heavenly Father, that you cover those foundations at work with the blood as well. Whether they be severed or tied, that we can still work as a well-oiled machine with everything that is going on right now, dear Heavenly Father. I'd like to pray for the subordinates, the ladders, and the supervisors, that they're all covered with the blood and that they all know their role and they stay in their place, dear Heavenly Father. And that we all just touch and agree as well, dear Heavenly Father. I'd like to also ask that you cover this nation's leaders with the blood, dear Heavenly Father. And those of us that do crazy things, we know not what we do, dear Heavenly Father. I just want to continue to keep asking you to just cover us all with the blood and do how you see fit, dear Heavenly Father. And let the eyes of my heart see you, dear Heavenly Father. And let your Holy Spirit fill me, dear Heavenly Father. Just let it fall down on me, dear Heavenly Father. And those from the past, wherever they are, just cover them with the blood. And let them feel that I don't feel anything negative towards them, dear Heavenly Father. Speaking into existence right now. Just continue to let me be a light for you and no one else. You're my Alpha and Omega. You're the King of all kings, Lord of all lords. You are everything to me. Because of who you are, you know I give you glory, all the glory. You're the only King, you're the only Lord. You're the beginning and the end. You're the head of my life, dear Heavenly Father. And I just thank you for everything. Also, dear Heavenly Father, I would like to just continue to praise your name always and forever. And thank you for working on the 6th and resting on the 7th. Creating helpmeets and taking your time out to do that to make sure that we have what is right for us. I just thank you for that. And I thank you for preparing me to be one, dear Heavenly Father. I just also want to ask that you cover this nation's leaders as well. And every country's, dear Heavenly Father, in this time of need and unsurety. For those that don't know you, cover them with the blood. Let them see you, dear Heavenly Father. And for those of us that do, let us continue to keep the faith And I just want to ask for prayer for every path that everyone takes, dear Heavenly Father, that they listen to you and that they take the breaks that they need. And I just also like to ask that whatever we're doing, let us do it the way you would do it. If we're singing, if we're eating chips, if we're walking to the store, let us do it the way you would do it, because we're made in your image, want to be Christ-like, want to be Christians. Just want you to fix everything in your will, dear Heavenly Father, and as it is in heaven, let it be on earth, dear Heavenly Father. I just ask all these things in your holy name. I ask you to bless the hearers, readers, and doers of your words right now, dear Heavenly Father. And I also like to pray for my little ones. I ask all these things in your holy name. To this place, whenever your holy presence, you continue to be with us, and let your blessings rain on us as praises go up. In Christ's name, amen. Be blessed.